Hello, Cancer. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to JilleTarot. We're going to do a love reading for March 2023. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and it's not going to resonate with everyone. So let your intuition guide you to the things that feel meaningful for you. And I'm going to pull some cards for singles and for those that are in relationship. So I'll timestamp those below so you can go ahead and jump to your specific situation. And thank you for your support. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. So we're going to see what the big message is for you, Cancer. What's going on in the love department for Cancer this month? What's the big general energy? What's the romantic truth here? And we're getting vulnerability. You and your partner allow yourselves to be truly seen. So, main message here is allowing yourself to be truly seen this month, Cancer. Being in your vulnerability. Allowing other people to truly see you in your vulnerability. So I'm going to pull a card and see what energy you might be in regarding your love situation, Cancer. We're getting the Four of Pentacles. So it's interesting, we have vulnerability and then we have this image of the Four of Pentacles. An energy that can be where you're kind of closed down and shut off. You're not allowing anybody, you're not allowing yourself to be truly seen. You're not allowing others to see your vulnerability. So if you're not in a relationship, isolation is holding you back from love in some way. You're shut down in the love department, possibly because you're holding on to the past. But it is an energy about being closed off. So let's see what the situation is. We're getting communicate. Receive and express the truth. You're not communicating, Cancer. You're not being open and vulnerable. And that's what the situation is that's possibly, creating issues in your love life. If you're not in a connection, it is about, like I said, it is about you're not in your vulnerability. You're not allowing yourself to be truly seen. And there is something here about, this feels for you singles, about a message about communication with spirit, with your intuition, so that you can receive and then express the truth of your vulnerability, the truth of who you truly are, and opening up and starting to allow yourself to be vulnerable so that you can be open and vulnerable to a love connection. So let's pull some cards for couples here. Those in relationship, what's going on, what's the details? We have the Star card, we have the Devil, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. So we have major, a big message here. Allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable, allowing your partner to truly see you, brings healing to your situation. Allows you, if you open up and communicate, receive and express the truths in your love connection, the Star card comes in and says, this brings healing. This brings peace of mind. There's been a storm brewing that's caused something has happened that's caused you to shut down a little bit. And this is the renewal, the calm after the storm. We have Aquarius energy. We have Capricorn energy here. The Star is Aquarius. The Devil is Capricorn. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and that tells me that as you start to open up and allow yourself to be open and vulnerable, start to communicate with your partner. Here you are, and you're learning. You learn a big lesson from these two major cards about being open and discussing what you feel powerless about, that you can't change. As this hopeful energy comes in, you've learned the lesson here with this Eight of Pentacles, and you're starting to feel confident that you've learned from the past to avoid the same mistakes from the future. You're no longer going to be shut down and closed off. You're going to put in the hard work to stay open and vulnerable, to communicate, and that brings more commitment and dedication to your love relationship. You start to accomplish your goals in that department, and you're working hard towards allowing yourself to stay open in the future, and that brings more happy times and celebrations here. That brings more of this Four of Wands energy. Like I said, it deepens the commitment. You being open and vulnerable, communicating clearly, brings a deeper foundation. It reestablishes a strong foundation in your relationship. With this Four of Wands, this is an energy about happy times. It's about socializing. It's about two souls coming back together to firm up the foundation of love. And you can celebrate that. You'll have happy times. This is prosperity, stability, and security, and a solid foundation in your relationship here, Cancer. So it looks pretty good, but like I said, there is some situation where you felt major powerlessness, and it's caused you to shut down, close yourself off, and stop communicating in an open and vulnerable way. But there is healing available. That's going to bring more hope. You're hopeful, even though there's a situation that you're powerless to control, you still have hope. You still are able to have these wishes for the future and put in the work and dedication to keep yourself open going forward in the future. So let's see what the best advice is for you, Cancer, in relationship. We're getting decisions. The need to gain clarity through making a decision. It does feel like this all starts with a decision. The decision, decide to be open, decide to be vulnerable so that you can be truly seen. And as you're truly seen, that brings you major healing. It feels like there's an issue here with you're not deciding to be open because you're just making the decision that you're powerless. You're shut down and there's nothing you can do. But that's a mental energy. It's time to open up. It's time to communicate. Make the decision to do that. You're going to gain clarity by making the decision to start to open up. Allow yourself to be vulnerable so that your partner can truly see you, so that you can have a stronger foundation going forward. So let's get some cards for singles. What's going on? What's the details for single Cancers? We're getting the King of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So we do have, it could be, there's an issue with vulnerability, allowing yourself to be truly seen. You're in this energy of being closed down. You don't want to communicate. You don't want to receive or give the truth or express the truth. We do have the King of Wands. It is about taking power back. It is about taking action and getting things done, making things happen. So it does, with this Four of Cups, it does feel like you're being made an offer that you're not, because you're shut down, you're refusing to see this offer for what it is with this Four of Cups. Now, with this Four of Cups, there's several things that could be going on. You're either focusing on what is missing because you're closed off and shut down. You're not communicating. You're not willing to be open and vulnerable, period. And this Four of Cups comes in and says, you're not going to miss an opportunity if you don't start to open up. And it feels like you're going to have some remorse and some regret. Because you're focusing on the negative, you lack motivation. And the King of Wands is saying, you need to get some motivation to get things going, to move things forward. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is an energy about taking the steps, slow, methodical steps to move away from being closed down, shut off, not communicating, not willing to hear truth, not being open and vulnerable. It's about you taking the steps to move away from this emotional baggage that you've been carrying that has caused you to be closed down and shut off. You're walking away, you're leaving the old emotional baggage behind, but in a very slow, grounded, stable, methodical way. It's not going to happen very fast because this Knight of Pentacles is very slow-moving energy, and you're working through this process. So when we get to this Eight of Cups, you're leaving the past behind to go towards a more spiritual connection. It feels that like that's what you want. Something more spiritual that's more in alignment with your spiritual beliefs. But it is about letting go. It is about going forward. You're letting the past go, but you're going forward to go on this journey of self-discovery. You're searching for your truth here, going towards your spiritual truth when it comes to a love situation. We do have fire sign energy, and Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. We also have earth sign energy. So a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn you could be dealing with. They could be coming in and making this offer. But it does feel like this is about, the King of Wands is about you kind of making things happen. It's time to take bold action so that you can get out of this Four of Pentacles, so that you can allow yourself to be open and truly seen when it comes to coming into a love connection. With this Four of Cups, it feels like if you stay in this energy, this is where you're going to be. Somebody's going to come in, they're offering you something, but you're not seeing it because you're just not willing to receive or express the truth. If you can get out of this energy and tap into this King of Wands energy, take this Knight of Pentacles energy and start to move forward in a slow, steady, methodical way. This Knight of Pentacles is about action. The King of Pentacles is also about action, taking bold action, making things happen. But this Knight of Pentacles says, yes, we're going to take this action, but this is how we're going to take it. We're going to take it in a very stable, methodical, slow way. And this offers you support when it comes to taking physical action, when it comes to your abundance, to bring more stability, more security to your energy so that you're willing to open up, be more vulnerable. And you're being committed to your goals here about leaving this old energy behind, starting to move towards self-discovery on where you can be more vulnerable and open, because what you want is you want to be truly seen here. Going forward, you want to be truly seen. You want to be open. You want to be able to communicate. You want to be able to receive and express the truth from a lover and allow yourself to be vulnerable. And so your partner truly sees you. But there, like I said, it just comes back to this energy of being closed down and shut off. So let's see what the best advice is for you single Cancers here. We're getting Lovers. A passionate connection, shared vision, and values. That's what you're walking away, or what you're walking towards. You're leaving this energy behind. You're leaving this energy behind. In your vulnerability, you're able to communicate, express, and receive truths. And here you go. We have Lovers coming in. A passionate connection. You're with somebody that you share values, you share visions. You're able to be open and communicate truthfully. You're going to allow yourself to be in your vulnerability, and you truly see each other. That's what establishes a very strong spiritual connection. It starts with passion. And as you're in this passionate energy, you realize that you're very much aligned in your vision and your values with this love connection. You're moving towards it. It's all a process, and you're headed that way, headed towards a deep, sacred, spiritual connection. After you allow yourself to open up and be vulnerable to the fact that you deserve a deep, sacred, spiritual connection. So I hope this was helpful, Cancer, and I hope you have a great rest of the month. And until next time, I'm wishing you lots of love and many blessings.